So we have decided to start our renovation with the most, I guess, challenging slash labor intensive project.
Yeah, it's probably the most work here.
We're basically converting this entire area into a workspace, desk, ripping this entire couch out and putting in a desk. To get you up to speed, Dylan and I recently bought a 28-foot travel trailer and are currently renovating it into our dream tiny home before moving in and taking it on the road full time. We're also gonna take off all of the cabinets because we're gonna have to paint them anyways. These 3 cabinets, as well as the cabinets down here. Let me know we're gonna pull it off. Some of the video you pulling it off. Oops. Oh, nice.
My bad.
Dylan, that's lovely. You're doing great, sweetie.
Now I don't have to sand. My bag of tools is not organized. It used to be.
Oh my god!
Stay hydrated.
Dylan's tool bag is just filled with water bottles and nothing else. Alright, all the cabinets are done.
Well, for that area.
Yeah, for that area. So this couch actually pulls out into a bed. This is what it would look like, but we're taking it out. But you said it looked fairly easy to take out?
Yeah, there's only 4 screws, which is kind of surprising. So. Cool. Woo. Woo. All of these blinds are coming down.
These are just ugly.
Yeah,
they're so bulky.
I mean, this is what, like almost 2.5, 3 inches.
Yeah, it makes
out of the wall. It just kind of compresses the space a bit.
He's going in. Oh, he's so excited!
No. Uncle Will, myself, and Dylan are the only ones in the family that have one. And Uncle James.
No one has any faith in me. That's all I have to say.
We have lots of faith in you.
We have faith in you. You just we don't see it.
Stop. You guys can leave now. Aunt Tammy's taking over.
Free labor.
Free labor.
It's a dance floor.
Yeah, Mom!
Aren't you so glad that we came?
We can play cornhole here.
No.
That's what we'll do. No desk, just cornhole. So now that we have cleared the area for the desk, the next order of business is removing these countertops. We're gonna use the same butcher block here that we're using for the desk, just so it's cohesive, but the desk is gonna be slightly higher. So we just have to remove them first. But I think we're gonna have to cut the seal, and then I also think they're stapled in, so it might require some physical effort on our part to pry these up. Ooh, working. I guess we're painting the walls.
Oh, it's so close.
Yeah! Well, we found the culprit. This screw was holding it in. Okay, day 2 of renovating this area into a office desk area. Today we are painting this whole area before we put in the desk. So we just vacuumed all of the stuff off the ground. We're doing a little crud cutter action. This stuff is amazing. We literally were able to scrub glue off the wall very easily, so definitely recommend this before you paint.
Also, just like take a look at how big this area is now.
I know, it's huge. So we're gonna put a whole desk here, room to sit. I'm so excited. It's gonna turn out so good.
There's just so much room in here.
So much room. So much room for activities.
So many activities!
Alright, we have officially finished with all of the masking. We got everything. Cabinets, windows.
We're gonna be doing white first because we're gonna be painting the cabinets green. So all of this paint has primer built into it. So because we're putting white, and if we get a little bit on the cabinets, it's fine.
Yeah.
We're just gonna be painting over it.
Okay, so now we're painting the cabinets this color. This is because we're doing the desk area, this lighter green, and then we're doing the kitchen area, this darker green. And we have Gabby as our assistant today. Yay! Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it.
Alrighty, so got all the cabinets in. These turned out really well. Just love how much storage there is. Can't wait to put this birch top here for our desk. That's what Crosby and I are going to be doing tomorrow morning. So I'm just going to clean up my area here, then we'll be on to the next step tomorrow. Base counters on top of those cabinets there. That's gonna be our base on each side, and then we're going to actually, where I'm painting right here, this is the big desk that we're gonna be putting in that area, so.
Okay, so the desk is in. Now we're measuring, and then we're gonna put like these mini pipes. I will bring it up like a few inches off of the shelves right there. We got Dan on the desk, we got Claudia on the kitchen. Woohoo! Nice and secure. These aren't going anywhere. This is obviously the bottom, so it's gonna mount on here. Okay, so we just got this in the mail. Second one's coming tomorrow.
This is gonna go on top of the desk that we're building right here. It's gonna be flush mount, which basically means it's going to sit flush across the desk. It's got 2 regular wall outlets. It has 2 USBs, and it also has a USB-C. My dad and I just went to Lowe's and we just bought this so that we can do a 3-inch hole, so we can put this in.
Yeah.
And it's super easy because it'll just plug in directly to the wall outlets that are on the side.
And the desk is gonna hide the wall outlet, so it's gonna be above it. So it's gonna look really clean. I'm very excited.
Look really nice. Go
Boom!
It is. This thing is not exactly 3 inches.
Oh. It's not going.
I'm gonna have to enlarge this hole a little bit.
Okay. All right, it's officially time to flip over the desk. The grand reveal.
Here, hold on.
Yeah! Boom!
Hey!
Ting! Yeah, I love it. I think it's good.
This is more of a standard desk height, actually.
Yeah, I think it's perfect.
Hey,
I love it. So on Amazon, the plug things said they were 3 inches, but they're slightly over 3 inches, so that was the issue. The boys figured it out. Woo!
It's pretty good.
Oh, that looks so good. There we go. How should we start it though?
Hey guys, I'm on the computer now.
Okay, we can't figure out how to intro this, but it's done. Everything is good and done, and I'm obsessed. Are you obsessed?
I'm gonna be living here more so than in bed.
We had such a vision. He had such a vision in his head of what this was gonna look like,
She had
and
doubts.
I did a little bit. Like, I didn't know if we were gonna both be able to fit here. It was just hard for me to visualize it in my head. I think once we took the couch out, I was like, okay.
It's huge.
This was gonna be a cornhole station, but alas, she did not get her way.
We can play cornhole here.
So the desk, it's done. We have installed the monitors. Dylan also convinced me to get a monitor. I've actually never used a monitor before. This is like the fanciest workspace I've ever had.
It's not in a co-work space,
I
or it's not an
know.
office. Like,
Yeah.
this is our office.
It is so nice. Like, I've never really had an area where I could actually take my electronics out of my bag and put them in like a cabinet, which is so great. But anyways, we're gonna give you a full comprehensive tour of the entire office space now. We haven't fully moved into the RV yet, so in a few weeks everything will be full, all of the cabinets. I feel like we're gonna get a question of what we do for work, so I'm just briefly, I'm a freelancer and content creator for YouTube and Instagram, but I do freelance social media and branding strategy for business executives. So that's kind of what I do half the time, and the other half is content creation. Everything's fully remote.
I work at a software company. Crosby probably mentioned that I had sold my drone business about a year ago, which is when we first did Rookies on the Road.
Yeah.
I actually sold my business in that trailer.
Yeah, while we were in Alabama, we were in Arizona. Antelope Canyon, that was a great time.
Sold my business, and now I'm working at a software company, still doing more or less of the same what I was doing before, just on a bigger scale. But the hardest thing for me to really jump into this was, you know, I need something reliable. I need an office. I need my actual like desktop computer, which is under the desk here. It's really nice to actually have a workspace, a dedicated area that we can separate, because that was the issue in the other trailers. You know, it was really just one entire space, and our workspace was either the bed when it was folded down, or we just sat on the big couch.
Yeah.
And just put like a makeshift desk on there, which
like my lap desk was what I usually
long term
use.
it wasn't going to work out for us, which is why, you know, we ended up up getting a bit of a bigger trailer.
Yeah, if you saw the last video where I like showed us looking for trailers, you would have seen us in every trailer. We're like, okay, the office can go here, or the office can go here. And this was definitely the biggest space. We'll go into depth on like jobs, like how we work, and then internet as well in a future video. But for now, we're just gonna dive into all of the details of the office area. So I hope it's helpful. First of all, I gotta say, I love everything about this. My favorite part is the window, okay? I just know in the future we're gonna be working from beautiful places, camping in beautiful places all over the US. And having this while I'm working, I'm just not gonna mind that I'm working in a beautiful place. I just had to note that. Anyways, we will start with the monitor. It is on a monitor arm that's mounted to the desk, so it's not going anywhere. And I'll show you how, when we're driving, how we're gonna kind of deal with the monitor arm, because we're basically pushed up against the window, and there's a whole thing with the bungee cords, so we'll show you that after this. But yeah, we got the desktop, we have the flush mount socket here that I showed you guys earlier in the video. It's so convenient already. I love it so much. Yeah, and then I have my laptop with the laptop stand, wireless keyboard, wireless mouse, keypad. And then up here I have my lamp. I can turn it on and off whenever I want to. If I'm working here at night, it'll be nice because there is one light here, but it's not super bright. And then up top here we have 3 cabinets, and they're fitting about 4 bins that I bought at the store. So I'm sure we're gonna be storing a lot of camera gear, electronics, other things like that up there. And then we also have storage next to the desk. So we each have our own kind of cabinet that we're storing our camera bag. I'm putting my laptop sleeve, more cords and electronics that I use on a daily basis, stuff like that. And then also, haven't mentioned yet, we mentioned earlier in the video how much we did not like the curtains. These are just ugly. So we installed our own curtains here, black curtain rod and a beige blackout curtain. I think our curtain might be slightly too long. Only one we could find in this color and the right width was how long it is. They still hit the floor, so we're just basically gonna hem them up before we leave. Other than that, this all is done. Oh, the other thing we haven't done yet either, this is a makeshift hair tie holding this back. We're gonna get some hooks and have them like drilled into the wall, because unfortunately with this paint we can't really use command strips or tape on the walls because some of the paint is peeling, which is not ideal, but we're dealing with it. So we're gonna drill some hooks into the wall for the curtains. But I love how it looks so much, and it's super bright. The birch turned out amazing with the colors. And that's it for my side, so we'll show you Dylan's side is much fancier than me.
Welcome to my setup. I have the more techie side, so of course, being a guy who loves video games, I could not leave out my Xbox Series X. Even though I have a really powerful computer below that I can play video games on both of them, I still like both of them. I have the same monitor arm mount that Crosby has on her setup, and it's really nice because I can really move this wherever I want, and it just stays. It's super nice. It essentially just gives more space on the desk, because the last thing that we wanted was to have a monitor with its monitor arm and stand on the desk taking up a bunch of space, because ultimately we're in a trailer, so we need as much space as possible in a small space. And then for my computer down below, what I ended up doing, because of the weight of the computer and the way that the trailer moves, especially on the highway, I ended up putting 2 D-rings on the side of the cabinet and essentially got a Velcro strap and strapped it around the computer, around the base of it, so that it doesn't move no matter where we go. Also, our internet is down there as well. That's plugged directly into my computer, and it's also a Wi-Fi hotspot. And we also have Starlink, which we will definitely make a video about it in the future once we really get to test it out at a campsite rather than being boondocking at my parents' house.
I'm so excited to try it out, oh my gosh. Also, the chairs that we're sitting on are from IKEA. We were really struggling to find the right chair because we didn't want one with arms, because we didn't want it to take up too much space, but we wanted it to be adjustable up and down and not slide around too much. But also I didn't want to spend like $200 on a chair, which most of the chairs at IKEA were that price. But pretty proud of myself, I did find this chair at IKEA, and I think it was like $100.
Desk chairs.
It works perfect. They're really comfortable and they don't slide around a lot at all. And we also got this black carpet here for underneath, so it's obviously really comfortable. It's super soft, but it's also just really nice to tuck the chairs in and they don't slide around when we're driving. Okay, now we're gonna show you how we are gonna set everything up so nothing breaks while we're driving, because that would be a nightmare. Travel mode activated.
So it's really nothing fancy, literally just a towel and a bungee cord, but because these are on really easy arms, what I like to do is I like to have the monitor screen face out, and then the first thing I will do is make sure that I have the bottom covered. And then underneath the table here, the desk that we built, you can see that it's actually elevated. It looks like it's floating. You see these metal bars back here. We use this second one right here to tie a bungee cord around. So once we have our bungee cords here, I'll push the monitor to the back here, not all the way because the towel is gonna go there. And then I just bring this around, tie it on, and then I'll bring the towel right here. And then I push the monitor all the way back, and this isn't gonna go anywhere at all.
We also obviously want to make sure that the chairs aren't sliding all over the RV while we're driving. So this is how we put the chairs in travel mode.
So the thing I will say is that these wheels are actually rubberized too, so they don't actually move very easily unless you give it some force.
Yeah,
so that is one thing that is helping out too. Additionally, we put it on top of the carpet, which also has kind of feet on the bottom too to keep it from moving around. Then, same thing where the monitors are mounted to on the bottom of those metal arms or poles. Do the same thing to the back one on both. And I got just the perfect length, so all I have to do is a little bit of force and they're not going anywhere.
Boom.
Everything else on the desk, they will just go either up in the cabinets up above, or they'll go in our respective private cabinets for whatever we want to put in there.
I hope you guys found this video helpful and entertaining. I am so happy with how it turned out, and I think it's gonna be such an amazing space to work at and stay motivated and stay productive while we're road tripping through amazing destinations all over the US for however long. Whatever you have questions about, feel free to comment it down below.
And if you want to kind of see some of the cool techie stuff that I do and how I'm going to be utilizing this space while we're out and about, be sure to check out my channel and some of my socials.
Yeah, if you guys are interested in drones at all or anything technology related, Dylan is your guy, so go support him. And I feel really awkward for no reason. The next video you guys are probably gonna see is us moving in fully to the RV, but at some point we're gonna do a full renovation transformation video, because obviously what we did to the workspace we've done in the entire RV. Everything is completely different and it's beautiful. We just have to move things in, decorate a little bit, and then it'll be ready for you guys to see. So I'm really excited. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, see our adventures on the road. If you just want to support, like this video. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, thank you so much for watching this video, and I and Dylan, we will see you in the next one.
On the road.
Bye, on the road.